chubby booty over there.
Literally is thinking in his mind, absolutely not. You guys.
Yeah. Oh, that's the light. I look like I have googly eyes.
Okay, we need to like be more simple.
I gotta take these off.
That'll be better. Oh, this is gonna be cute. You're so cute without your glasses.
No.
You're cute with them. Not a question, but you look so happy with him. Girl, you are glowing. Thank you so much. Definitely glowing. Definitely the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. You know the statement when people say, when you know, you know? It's a true statement.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky, when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy,
welcome back to my channel. Today's video is extra special, extra requested, extra exciting.
Guys.
Naturally, Kaiser's a part of it too. We are going to go ahead and just jump right in and answer these questions, starting with we have some wine. This is 19 Crimes, real tasty. And we're just gonna answer these. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and start out with one of the most obvious questions, kind of telling you guys the story of how we met, where we met, why we met, how it happened. So many questions. I can't even do this justice right now of what these are. How did we meet? Caleb?
Well, I guess it's mutual friends, really. You guys know Bailey, Body Fit Balance. I knew Bailey in high school. She played volleyball with one of my ex-girlfriends. I don't know if I say that.
You just said it, so...
So yeah, I knew her through that. And then Zach, her husband now, we were roommates in the All-Star game. The Wisconsin football All-Star game.
He played football. We'll get there.
Yeah. And then we just became like best friends through that. We hung out after the game and throughout that summer and just became really good friends. And then I was down in Georgia for the summer for an internship, and I saw in one of Bailey's stories Holly and some of the Balance girls, and they were actually shotgunning a Busch Light. And so I was like, wow.
I'm gonna insert the video right here so you guys can see the video he saw.
So I was like, wow, she's pretty cute. Messaged Bailey. I was like, hey, who's the blonde? Like, whatever.
Which part, when I threw the full can of Busch Light on the ground? Or
yeah,
like the one where I did it really well? Because there were multiple stories.
No, it was like you drank like a quarter of the beer and then threw it down like you were like, oh, I'm sick.
It was good. I did a good job.
Yeah. And then probably for like 3 weeks or something, I kept asking Bailey. I was like, hey, did you mention me to Holly or whatever? And then
she had mentioned him several times, but why wouldn't I pursue you?
Oh, because I'm 22. What? That was, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, well, so obviously.
Oh, yeah, because she was like, oh, this is a freaking college boy, football player, meathead, blah, blah.
He told the story perfectly. Bailey and I were shooting at Laura. If you don't follow Laura Novotny, we were shooting for the Kingdom collection actually in July. And I was literally less than 5 days away from moving into my new place where we are now. And we shotgunned those beers, and immediately Bailey said something to me about Caleb, and she just mentioned him and said, hey, this is my friend Caleb, he thinks you're really cute. Was asking about if you were single, blah, blah, blah. And I had already been single for almost 4 months, 3-4 months. So obviously I wasn't looking for anything serious in any sort of way. I was trying to just kind of do my own thing. Just for the record, this video is going to be very raw. I just feel I'm just gonna be real. This is the way things happen sometimes, and that's just the way it is, and I think that it's okay to say that. I think it's okay to acknowledge those things, but I had gotten out of a relationship obviously earlier in the year, so I had Caleb around similar timing frames of spring. Wasn't looking for anything serious at all, and so I kind of swerved him for a little bit, and I was actually eating rice cakes.
Hold on, you didn't swerve me.
Yes, I did. I didn't pursue it.
Okay, but
she literally said to me, she's like, go follow him. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to follow him, he's little. I had finally I was looking through my DMs one night on night shift. It was 2 a.m. and I was looking through, and he had finally slid into my DMs, and it was actually a Kingdom story, and that was how we started talking, and from that day forward, we've talked every single day.
I'm in my last semester of school right now. It's all online, obviously, because of COVID. I am an occupational safety and health major. So this past summer, I mentioned that I was down in Georgia for an internship working at a paper mill in the safety department. Not very interesting, I guess, but it was a good job. So I'm done with classes after this semester in December, but then I have to do a capstone internship before I actually get my degree, but I already have a job lined up to start in January, back down in Georgia. Are we saying that on camera?
He's actually from Wisconsin, so the times you have seen me going to Wisconsin, it is definitely to see this one. He's way up in Wisconsin. I mean, like
Tomahawk.
Almost freaking Canada. He's from Tomahawk. So that is where he's at. But for those of the other questions asking if we're living together, I would say basically, officially, no, this is still very much my place between here, school, and home, just because everything's online. So times are weird. Obviously, this is a weird beginning of a relationship. COVID, 2020, just everything going on. I'm also a COVID nurse, so things are really different and weird, but...
What, just over 3 hours to Whitewater, where I go to school, and then to Tomahawk, it's 5.
So we had some hefty drives. 3 hours isn't bad, but the 5-hour drive is definitely a jaunt.
What did I say the other day?
It's like
lighting off a firework, but shooting it off in your hand, so like you don't know, like maybe it'll blow up your hand, and then maybe it's like really great, you know?
I don't know what it means, but that sounds like I'm just...
It's kind of like playing with fire, I guess. Like, I mean, sometimes.
I think...
So like, obviously, so like if I were to go and get 3 hours of sleep in a day, like, my attitude would be crazy. Like, I would feel like I was drunk. Oh, wait, what did I say?
My attitude would be crazy.
Yeah, like different, like weird. Which you definitely, like, you can tell, like, after you work a couple shifts in a row, like that next day you're like, you can just tell that you're just sapped of like energy and stuff. But it's not bad. If anything, you kind of like get like a little kid a little bit. Like, I'll be working on something on the computer, she'll just come in and just be like doing one of those things. So
I'm just tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired a lot of the time, and I don't sleep very well during the day anymore. I think I have mentioned this to you guys. I'm like transitioning in this video. I'll just say it if you watch this whole video. I'm like trying to transition to day shift at some point. Also trying to transition to a different floor, that kind of thing, do something else, find something else that excites me, because night shift just hasn't, it's just not working super great for me right now. Will I still continue to do it? Yes, right now, obviously, but I don't know. I don't know if it's forever in my future, and I've said that since day one. Night shift is so great. It's had so many benefits for me, but it definitely does affect your mentality, and I don't know. I think it's just been wearing on me lately. What was his first impression of Amy? Mama Amy. The baddest bitch.
She was funny. She was super funny. Very, like, just says what she thinks, you know, which is great. I like that in a person.
You like that in my mom?
Yeah. Well, you two say like the same, you have the same mannerisms and everything. You guys say like the same swear words. Like, you say them the same way.
I just feel like from the moment we started talking, I knew the second I started talking to him that this was gonna work, but I also didn't want to like bring this out on social media and my platform, because obviously what I do is very different. This isn't normal, what I do. Like, I don't live a completely, I mean, I live a normal life, but sharing my life with all of you guys isn't normal. I mean, it's not normal to have over 300,000 people staring at everything you do. So that is where I would say it's not new, because we had been talking since July, and I kept this from social media behind the scenes, obviously, for a couple months. Yeah, like almost like 2.5 months or something like that. But I brought him out and I am sharing him with you guys because I am just that sure. I'm just that sure. So it's definitely not new. I mean, it is new, but not new to me, I guess, when I had shared it with you guys.
Yeah, the timeline's like, you get a lot of comments and stuff on the timeline, but people don't really,
people have absolutely no idea.
The real life timeline is different from the social media timeline.
That is so great, because it's the truth. He's here to stay and he's so excited. Anissa, my best friend, who can eat more? I don't know.
I can eat a lot for a girl.
I can eat. What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, naturally girls don't eat as much usually.
I don't know if you should say that.
Really? Oh. I can eat more than Holly.
No, I think we both love to eat. I told him, I genuinely feel like, straight up, what did I tell you? You said to me when we first started talking, I love how upfront you are. I love how...
Yeah, we were...
like, what's the word? Blatant? Blatantly honest. No, blatantly honest I am. I said, I like to eat, so I hope you like to eat, because I really like appetizers. And I like dessert. I don't like to eat dessert at the restaurant, though.
Yeah, we don't
really do that. I like to go home and eat cookies and stuff.
And so at the paper mill, there's a safety director who is like the head of safety for that mill, and then there's like a team below them, and there's like, it's safety professional, I guess, or safety assistant. So I'll get hired on as like an assistant, and then eventually work your way up to become a safety director.
He came out of complete thin air, like I said. I mean, with the whole him finding me on Bailey's story, and I truly mean this with my entire being. I would have never pursued him if it wasn't for Bailey and Zach saying, you know, he's a great guy, he's really hot. I think those were Bailey's words, where he's really good looking. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, let's talk about football. Holy shit. You know what he should be doing right now? You know what he should be doing right now? Caleb, tell him what you should be doing and what you've done for the last few years and what is the largest, most exciting turn on of all time. Of you.
Really?
Yeah. It's hot. I wish I could watch you play real bad.
So I used to play college football at Whitewater Warhawks. So it was my 4th year, but well, my 5th year, so I'm saying this really stupid.
This is your 5th year of college.
Yeah, so this is my 5th year of college, so 4.5 years to graduate. And so I was a 5th year senior. Last year was my junior season, and football team was really good. We ended up making it to the national championship, but we lost. Kind of got our ass whooped a little bit in the natty, but yeah, so super fun. I started all last year, so it was really fun.
All-American.
Yeah, ended up getting an All-American award, so that was pretty sweet. And then was like a preseason All-American this year, and then
so basically, as he's rambling, he's good at football, like really good at football, and he should be playing right now, but he's not. Hence, enter me.
Yeah, I mean, kind of, that's how it worked. Like, if we would have had a real football season, then like we would not have been able to spend as much time together. Yeah,
he basically got told the news that they weren't playing right before we met. Honestly, like, I think a few days before, right?
It was literally like days before.
Is that why you decided to get into my DMs? Yes, he is. I have never in my life been with a man who wants to cook for me. A lot. He likes to cook a lot. Always offering to cook stuff, right?
I do. I actually love to cook.
Which is so fun. Yeah, I would say we basically live together right now, and 1000%. That is the goal, that is the plan. Obviously there's some bumps in the road coming up. If you follow me on Instagram, he is obviously moving to Georgia come January. I have wanted to move out of state for years. If you've been around before I met Caleb, before I knew Caleb, have wanted to move out of state for years. So we're kind of just seeing where things go, right?
We got like a little plan in place, I guess, but
we'll see. One more one.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, what position did he play in ball? Baby.
Do you even remember?
Linebacker. Think about it every day. I like it.
Yeah, I played linebacker.
Yes, right now. What is that? Oh my god.
I don't know, what do we like to go to breweries.
Yeah.
I mean, COVID kind of ruined everything.
Breweries, food spots. We love Mexican food. I'd say lots of stuff. We like to work out together. We like to cook together, laugh together. We like to kind of
watch football.
Yeah.
Holly actually loves football, which is
I like to watch football
sweet.
a lot. It's fun. I get excited.
Kind of weird. My dad was born in Miami and then moved to Chicago and then moved to northern Wisconsin. So I'm kind of like all over the place with my sports teams. It's just how I was raised, so I don't really have an excuse for it. But so I like the Miami Dolphins for NFL team. I like the Cubs. I'm like a diehard Cubs fan. So does Holly. She likes the Cubs too. And then I'm not a big NBA guy. I root for the Bucks, I guess.
NBA.
Yeah. And then I like the Badgers for a college team.
Aw, that's so sad.
It was pretty shitty, I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty upset for a while, just not being able to play your senior year. Like, it was most likely gonna be the last time that I ever got to play, but...
I have wanted to take ballroom dance classes for X amount of years, a long time. I just have never had the time to dedicate to that, but yeah, I would do something with dancing. I freaking love to dance so much.
Is ballroom with a partner?
Yes.
So, I gotta do that. Absolutely. This is pretty fun, actually. I didn't know you did YouTube until we were talking for a little bit, though.
Oh yeah, I think he found my YouTube channel and he's like, oh,
yeah.
I'm watching some of your YouTube videos. I'm like, oh, dog worships the ground Caleb walks on. He loves him.
He's
a
only
lot.
one.
He's just, he loves Caleb so much. He adores him. But the thing with Goldens is, like, this isn't an insult on Caleb, but Goldens love a lot of people. I mean, they just love everybody. They just love everybody.
I mean, hot.
Hot.
Most mornings, but...
Hot coffee in the morning. The choker loves an iced coffee.
I like iced coffee too, actually. I mean, there's not much more to say.
Young.
Oh my god, she acts like she's like so old, but she's 2 years older than me. Our birthdays are 5 days apart. Well, I like making a lot of cougar jokes, I'll be honest. That's kind of fun.
My name in his phone is Holly Cougar, and he's Kale Chip Cougar, because it was our joke from day one that I was a cougar. I am, baby, cougar. But I was really nervous about dating a younger guy, I'll be honest. I had originally saw his stuff, and I was just scared because I've never really done that before. I don't think I've ever dated a younger guy. Everybody's been my age. And I don't know, I was really nervous, but my first impression was, he's really good looking. It was. And he played football, which is so hot. Like, oh my god, I immediately was like, please teach me how to throw a football. Like, get behind me and show me how to throw. That was my first impression. So
honestly, like, I thought that Holly was like way out of my league, I guess.
Shut up.
Well, it's
Shut
like,
up.
okay, well, you get like, you just make these assumptions like, oh, okay, she's like Instagram famous. A lot of people who have a lot of followers are obviously like smoke shows in this case, but
So nice.
yeah, I don't know, that's it. Does he have a brother? Yeah, I have 2 brothers actually. Jerry's older. He's like 30.
Jake though, Jake is freaking cute. I will put Jake's Instagram right here.
God.
Oh my god.
Don't guess him
Jake
up.
is so cute. He's literally a little Caleb. When I first saw him, I was like, oh my god, you're Caleb Jr. He's so cute.
Yeah, Jake is like, he's like your typical, like, he's a junior in high school.
He's like a little Caleb, and he worships the ground Caleb walks on, which just melts my heart, because it just melts my heart to see that. You guys know what I'm talking about, when it's like a younger sibling and they look up to their older brother. Caleb is so successful with sports, like so successful, and I don't mean that to brag in any way, but Caleb's really good at football and just sports in general, so it's so cute to see that. And y'all are asking if he has a brother or friends. He got a little brother, he's cute, he looks just like him, just a little junior version.
This is a good one for you. How to live for yourself and not worry what others think.
I like this question. You have to literally not give to anyone thinks, and I'm not saying that in like a mean way. I just mean I lived my life for so long caring what others thought of me, especially putting my life on the internet. I still have bad days, but there are always going to be people who are not on your team. There are always going to be people who want to see you fall down. There are always going to be people who want to critique every single thing you do. You have to not fucking care, because those people will always exist. You have to care about the people who are on your team. For example, I have 130,000 Instagram followers. I've never cared about having the most Instagram followers. Not once in my entire time here have I cared about that. Nor did I start any of this to get followers and have this as a job. Like, this is a full-time job for me along with nursing. Like, I do multiple things. That was never my intent. You have to care about the people who care about you and invest in those people. Stop giving a shit what anybody thinks and just give to the people who give to you. You know what I mean? You have to live your life the way you want to. And if you literally sit around and think about what other people say about you, you're wasting so much time that you could be using to build yourself and to give to the people who give to you. You have to stop caring. You literally have to let it go. You have to cut it off. And I know it's not an everyday thing. I know it's not easy. I'm a human being and I have feelings, and I still have days where people say things to me that hurt, but you have to remember who you are and dig deep and just keep going. That's all you have to do. Seriously.
Gas me up.
Sorry.
Let's go.
That was motivational. It was a speech.
That was. I was actually, I like want to go do some push-ups right now.
It was a speech. You can't if you want.
No.
Okay.
For me, it was, like, I always worked out a lot, I guess, just because of football and, like, train, but through the pandemic, like, I really got into it a lot and, like, started eating really well and doing that kind of thing. I think that helped a lot.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's great. I would say you genuinely have to prioritize it. I have had, I mean, obviously beginning stages of a relationship. I know there's a honeymoon phase in a relationship. I feel like we've definitely pulled from that. I feel like we're not in that anymore. I feel like, but you have to find the person that you, I mean, I hate saying the honeymoon phase thing, but it's true. That's what people say. You have to find the person that you want to be in the honeymoon phase with all the time. The person you want to kiss all day. The person you want to all day. The person you want to eat dinner with all the time, the person you want to eat with. Like, find that person, and the honeymoon phase never phases, I feel like. And I'm not saying that it won't ever for us, but I want to spend time with him. Every single second I have that's free, I want to go in and just, even like when he's like working on his computer and doing school stuff, like even a hug, even a kiss, even a little, hey, what are you doing, a text, that kind of thing. I think that's really important. And I guess prioritizing, like, you have to make time for it. If you're somebody who works, which we will get to that point where he's working and I'm at home, or I'm at working and he's at home, you have to make the time, genuinely carve out for it. Another good example would be to turn your phones off after a certain point when you're in bed. Don't lay on them all night long. That's something that I feel like we've definitely, like, there's a point when we get in bed that I'm like, okay, the day's over, let's hang out, that kind of thing. So you have to make time for it.
We even kind of, like, referring to the honeymoon phase, like, when we first started, like, I guess when I would, like, come here and, like, stay, there was, like, probably, like, a week or two where we'd sleep in till, like, 10 and, like, just kind of, like, lay around with each other and, like, wouldn't really, like, do the things that we needed to do.
Yeah.
Like, we were just, like, spending a ton of time together. And then now we're just, like, I don't know, we have more of a schedule, I guess.
Yeah. But in a good way. I did meet his family. I went and met them in September. It was right before the Harmony Balance launch, actually, and they are amazing. It's, the funny thing is I love how with his family, they were so, the minute that I met his mom and his sister and his stepdad and even his dad, like, everybody was so welcoming to me, which is just a feeling that is so incredible when you meet, obviously, a significant other's family. They're awesome. They're amazing. I think they're really great. I'm excited for more future things. Obviously right now with COVID, things are really hard and, like, seeing people and stuff, but I have met them. I love them, and it was good. And I think he likes my family too, so. Definitely.
I think that's funny. Like if someone asks that question, like, you're gonna get on here and be like, yeah, I hate his family. Best chips and dip recommendation.
Okay, here we go. We loved it.
Like, chew.
Like, no. So if you have a Sam's Club by you, you need to go and get the pickle dip, the jalapeno and artichoke jalapeno and artichoke dip.
That's the best one. Red
pepper hummus. The queso dip. It's like a plant-based queso dip. So good. Any Sabra hummus. bring it baby, I got it. Pita chips are always in our household, like stocked to the nines. How much do you love her?
The most.
Like a lot. Like a lot. Like the most ever. Jesus.
I hate that that's a thing. Advice for the single ladies. You're choking me.
Looking for their kale chip.
Oh my god.
I have to post this one because she said kale chip. What's your advice?
Advice for single ladies looking for their kale chip?
Stop looking for them.
Yeah,
that's my advice. Stop looking.
Don't look, it'll happen.
My advice would be to stop looking for it. It is going to come out of literal thin air, which is what happened with him. I had no intentions or plans at all. He just came into my life. I fell in love with him very quickly. I would say he feels the same. And it just happened. Can we get the first time y'all met story? Let's go. Let's go. Let's tell the story.
Oh, about in Rochester?
Yeah. So the first time we met was one of the best weekends I feel like I've had in a really long time. Obviously, Bailey and Zach are some of our best friends. So we went and met up with them for a weekend, which I had planned to go visit Bailey and Zach for a long time. And Caleb has also visited them. They have a beautiful house in Rochester, very successful people. So we had planned to go visit them in their gym and everything they have going right now. And we decided that that would be the weekend we would also meet. So we kind of lined that up and we went. And I remember walking into the house, meeting Zach for the first time. Bale was at work, and I walked in, and Zach answered the door, and I saw Caleb, and I was like sweating. I was profusely sweating. I had sweat running down my ass crack, down my boob. So I was super nervous, but he was so sweet. He hugged me right away, and got a tour at Zach and Bailey's house. While I'm thinking, oh my god, don't stop fucking sweating. Like air your armpits out. And I got a whole tour of their house, and I looked at Caleb, and we were going on a date. He wanted to take me to lunch before Bailey got off work, and we were also going to hang out with Bailey and Zach that night. So obviously we were staying at their house.
Lunch,
and
just us two. Yeah.
So we went. So I had gotten a whole tour of Bailey and Zach's house, and then Caleb and I went. We got in my Jeep. I actually drove. We drove and we went to 5 West. Is that what it's called? I'll put where we had our first date in Rochester, Minnesota. Shout out. It was such good food. I didn't eat as much as normal because I wanted to throw up a little bit. I was so nervous. But we got down. We sat down and we had, I had a Moscow Mule.
What? No, I had beer.
You had beer and then you had...
Oh, and then no, it was an old fashioned.
Old fashioned! This guy loves old fashions. Who likes those?
It wasn't like...
Who likes those?
Okay, people from Wisconsin and like the northern Midwest, a good old fashioned is like the best drink that you can drink. But this one wasn't that good. It was weird.
Oh my god, it was disgusting. So we had that date. We came back and I was really nervous. I was like, oh my god, me like when I got on my Jeep. But we got in Zach's car and we went to go pick up Bailey. So we got Bailey from work and they came back and they're like, we're gonna go take the dogs for a walk. Come on. He kissed me and it was great. And the rest of the weekend was phenomenal. And that was the first time we met.
And the rest is history.
So if you followed my Instagram stories when I was in Rochester that weekend, yeah, that was Caleb in the background. And we were totally like into each other at that point. It was a good time.
It was super comfortable too.
Yeah, it was like, so comfortable. We were comfortable the minute we met. I feel like I was so comfortable on the first date with you, even though I was sweating, which is just a normal reaction for me.
My legs were sweating so much.
He has the sweatiest legs I've ever seen in my entire life.
You noticed?
Yeah, you rubbed against me and I was like, eee. Your knee, I'm not kidding.
No, yeah. Well, it was outside too, and it was like 80-some degrees, like humid. I do have really sweaty legs, so.
My brother was so sweet. My oldest brother has not met him. My oldest brother's in the military, so he has not met him. We haven't been around him. But my younger brother was so sweet when he first met him. Shout out to Joey. You know, he doesn't watch my videos, but he was so sweet when he met Caleb. No, genuinely, I mean this. My little brother was so kind. So I really do think that he likes Caleb.
Everybody's asking me if I have a job. I feel like everybody just thinks I'm a bum.
Guys, COVID. Everybody's at home. Guys, I literally do YouTube and Instagram full-time. YouTube probably not as much full-time because it's really hard for me to find time to always edit. I go in streaks where I will edit a ton and get a shit ton of content out for you guys, but I 1000% do social media full-time. If I were to quit my job of nursing, it would make everything much easier, but I feel like nursing is a part of who I am and it's something that will always stick with me no matter what. Doesn't mean I'm always gonna be working at bedside? No. Does it always mean that I'm gonna be doing something like super part-time or full-time. No, but nursing will always be a part of me. I don't think I will ever leave the nursing field. But I will tell you, I definitely do social media full-time. Like, I spend so much time doing this and I love it so much. But no, I don't think I will ever leave nursing. Nursing will always be a part of my life.
I mean, since we started talking, I always told her that my favorite, like, part of our relationship and, like, what I liked about her was the fact that we're super open, like, about everything. Like, very just, even if it's, like, something that's not very fun to talk about or, like, something that is bothering you, like, if you just say it right away, it just makes things so much easier. So I guess that's probably what I would say. I don't know.
My openness?
Yeah, like, and we're just very, like, brutally honest. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
It just makes everything easier, and it makes the relationship, like, we've had just such a smooth relationship because of that. It's, I don't know.
If you say how you feel right away, and this is like a lesson I've learned previously, I feel like if you say what you're feeling right away instead of bottling up, which is a habit I've had in the past, like if you see something and it bothers you, say it. Say it right now. Don't save it. Don't pretend that it doesn't exist. Say it now. Say it bothers you and move on. That's it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to make it a big deal. Just say what you're feeling. And I feel like we've been like that since the beginning. So I think that's really healthy. And the other thing that I would say, my favorite thing about Kale would definitely be how genuine he is. I feel like he has a super genuine heart. And for me, it's just such a breath of fresh air to feel that from another person, to feel like you vibe so well. I feel like the minute we started talking, we just vibed. A vibe is 1000% a vibe. Like, you're just gonna know. You're just gonna know. That's all I'm gonna say. Do you ever think your fur baby would have a sibling? Cough, cough. Your man needs to get a pup. We are 1000% getting a second dog. I just don't know when it'll be. It'll definitely be when we have a house down the road, but Kai's definitely getting a brother.
I love, like, all animals.
Yeah.
I would want to get, like, 5 dogs. This is a funny one. From I can't fart in front to I can be in the bathroom while you poop. How comfortable are y'all? Jeez. Alright, first of all, I don't know who's pooping in front of their significant other. That is bad. And you need to stop that.
No, it's not.
Poop? Also, I don't like people who say poop.
I listened to you walking to the bathroom the other day and you farted and I was like, ew, you're like, I farted.
Farting's different.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you guys something. I have never farted in front of a guy.
You said fart?
Okay.
Yeah, so she just said she farted, but she actually didn't.
I've done that a lot. I have never, asked my mom. My mom has never farted in front of my dad. They've been together for 27 years. I have never farted in front of a man, and I will not. First of all, I don't want him to know that side of me. I want him to still think I'm sexy.
I would still think you're sexy.
You would not think I'm.
Maybe we can chill on the Kill Chip nickname.
Let's talk about nicknames. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys Caleb's. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Tatum, Kale Chip, Kale, KALEB. That's it.
I mean, I think it's, I don't know.
Do you think it's a job?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you put an insane amount of time into it, so it's definitely a job. I don't know, I guess we've always said from the start, like, I definitely thought it was really cool and, like, really interesting, and I was always asking, like, a ton of questions.
Yeah, you were.
And, like, I want to know more about it and, like, wanted to learn more, just because I've never, like, been around that kind of thing. But at the same time, I was never, like, I don't know, like, when sometimes we'll be in public and, like, people come up to Holly and be like, oh my gosh, Holly, like, hey, I'm one of your followers, like,
actually,
you know,
funny.
asked to get a picture, and, like, and I've always just been like, I mean, it's cool, but I don't know, I just never really looked at you like, I don't know, she's just Holl. I don't know.
Would you, like, do you think I'm different than I am on social media?
No. You swear a little more in person, I guess.
I'm just trying to be nice on social media. I'm not trying to.
No, super real.
Funny story, actually. When I first went to meet his family, we met at a brewery that first day. And I actually met somebody, shout out to her, she had a cute golden retriever, and his whole family was standing there the very first time I met them, the same night, and she came up and she's like, hey, I follow you on Instagram, and his family was like, what the
yeah, they're like,
fuck? They're like,
what?
literally, who is this? But for me, it's really fun because I love to meet you guys in person. It's so fun for me because it's fun to put faces to names and that kind of thing, but I feel like Caleb's never looked at me differently and he's never acted weird, which is a big factor for me. Like, I was very scared because, I don't know, you just don't want to pick somebody who's going to take advantage of it or anything that you have, and I feel like I just have known with him since the beginning that it's not like that. So yeah, I think he's very supportive, which is so cool, as he's sitting here filming a Q&A with me, talking to you guys and being completely open. It's so cool. It's literally a breath of fresh air to have that. So yeah,
I have one of mine, but I don't know if it's the same as you.
give me yours.
No, you go first.
Give me yours.
How?
Kale.
I don't know, we went to a wedding that was really fun, and that was kind of like the first, I don't know, I guess like super serious thing that we did.
Yeah, golfing wasn't serious.
No, it was golfing. We got drunk.
I would say my favorite memory is the first weekend I met him with Bailey and Zach, because it was so special. It's so special to, like, because so much of my life is put out on here and I love what I do with my entire soul. Something about no one knowing, no one even understanding what I was feeling or what he was feeling or what I was experiencing is so special, and I will hold that weekend in my heart forever because I truly felt so, obviously I wasn't in love with him that weekend, but like I was falling so hard that weekend, and it was so fun to kind of have that to ourselves and kind of for us, because I will never forget that as long as I live. Like, the moments that we had that weekend were just so, I don't know, super intimate, and I don't know, I really loved that weekend. It was great. It was super fun. Did he like growing up in T-Hawk, or would he have preferred a bigger city?
I don't know. I mean, for those of you who don't know, Tomahawk's like, I think it's like 3,400 people, so like really small.
Little.
Throughout high school and like growing up, I always was like, man, there's nothing to do here. Like, I wish we lived somewhere that was cooler. But now going back, I really enjoy it. Like, I'm glad, I'm proud of where I came from, and I think that it definitely taught me like a lot of stuff. And I don't know. I mean, I was surrounded by my family, and you can't really replace that kind of stuff. So
That's so nice.
yeah.
That's nice. Are y'all moving to Wisco? Guys, I actually just visited my friend Laura this past weekend for another photo shoot. Wisconsin's beautiful. Truthfully, Wisconsin is freaking beautiful. And the times I've been there, yeah, I would totally live there. I definitely don't want to be in a smaller town. Like, I wouldn't live where he came from. It's really little. But I think Iowa or Wisconsin would be a great place to live at the end of the day. Like, endgame stuff, I love that. Is he the one? Guys. My sleeve is not relaunching, but just because we're talking about my sleeve, let's do a giveaway. So all you have to do to enter this giveaway is you need to be watching, because you need to be watching this section of the video. Just comment below, tell me what you loved about this video, and you're entered. That's it. Sleeve launch.
Personally, 2020 was a dumpster fire shit show. LOL. What are both of your goals for 2021? Well, are we talking personal goals? 2021. Start my job, start my career, move in with Hall Doll, and yeah, I guess start our lives basically.
Yeah, I would say follow my heart for 2021. I've had a lot of things up in the air this year, a lot of amazing opportunities, a lot of things that have come my way, KALEB being the best one. But I think 2021 is me listening to my gut and truly choosing the decisions that are best for me. And I'm really excited. Happiness, honestly, at the end of the day.
Wow,
Whoa!
That was the same girl.
Holy shit!
Don't answer that.
Come on. Who said I love you first, and how and when? KALEB said I love you first. And he said it in my kitchen. And I almost pooped my pants, and I said, damn it, why is it taking you this long? It was great. I would say we have really similar personalities. Probably outgoing / introvert. Like, we both like to do the same things, which makes things really, really nice.
I think we're both just very laid back people. You know?
Yeah. All right, guys, that is going to be it for this Q&A. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, give it a thumbs up. Let us know down in the description box. If you paid attention in this earlier video, you're going to comment anyways. Let us know what you want to see from us. Let us know what you loved. I hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next vlog.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Don't wanna be shy.